Hi, Facebook Live. It's Dave Lindquist from the Indianapolis Star, back at the Indy Star offices after Sunday night's U.S.A. show at Lucas Oil Stadium. It's now edging into Monday morning. The band played a nice, lengthy show in front of probably more than 40,000 people at Lucas Oil Stadium. They were celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Joshua Tree album and tour. It's a tour that visited Indianapolis in '87. And overall, this is only the fourth time that U2 has played our city, beginning with a opening slot for the Jay Giles Band back in '82. Then there was the Hoosier Dome show in '87 on the original Joshua Tree tour. And then 2001 at Conseco Fieldhouse, now Bankers Life Fieldhouse. So the general story about the Joshua Tree album is told as the band's love letter to the United States back in the 80s. And I would say Sunday night's show was very much a pep talk for the United States. A lot of discussion about opportunity and generosity of the American people. I would say that Bono, U2's vocalist, was not overly partisan in his speeches tonight. What was really interesting, I found, was that while it was a pep talk for the United States, it really was interesting how much the band wanted to point out the best of Indianapolis itself. At the top of the show, Bono spelled out the plan for the night with a quote from Kurt Vonnegut, the author from Indianapolis, along the lines of, "We'd like to take things to the edge tonight without going over." Later, during the band's well-known tribute to Martin Luther King Jr., Pride in the Name of Love, Bono quoted Robert F. Kennedy, a very famous speech that Kennedy gave in Indianapolis the night after Dr. King was assassinated. And finally, during a rendition of Ultraviolet that came after the Joshua Tree set, Ultraviolet's an opportunity on this tour where the band has showcased strong women. The show tonight spotlighted a couple of Hoosiers in Mari Evans, the bold, defiant poet who died early this year, and also Madam C.J. Walker, the entrepreneur who had a lot of success in Indianapolis. And we know that, of course, the Walker Theater on Indiana Avenue was basically built by her. It was finished after her death, but that was her idea. If anybody was at the show and wanted to chime in on the acoustics, I'd be eager to hear something about that. The roof was open tonight, which was, for starters, that's going to help the acoustics. The thing about sports arenas or stadiums in the United States, or I guess anywhere, is that they build these places so that, you know, we want it to be as loud as we can for the sporting event. So we box in all the sound so it reverberates. But when you try to put an artistic pursuit, like a concert in a building like that, you get a lot of echo. So thankfully the roof was open tonight and let a lot of the those echoes escape into the beautiful chilled evening. My only unscientific sound was great, but better than Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Thanks, Alex. My only unscientific observation about the acoustics tonight was during Beck's opening set, when between songs he shouted out the 600 level, I believe, at the back of the room, and it was nice to see an immediate recognition from the fans up there. I will say that during Bono's between songs, monologues, speeches, banter, what have you, you could really hear the echo off the back of the room. But when the band U2 played tonight, I think the acoustic strategy was just play so loud that you're going to get a direct sound to touch as many people in the stands with that first generation sound as possible, and that takes away the opportunity for hearing a slapback echo.